Now I want to speak about some recent events. Musi Maimane was just announced the new DA leader on the weekend. And now the ANC was quoted on Twitter as saying that they're not alarmed by Maimane's appointment and that he's in fact a pawn to his masters. Now what do you think of these kinds of statements coming from the ANC?
Well, very predictable, really. I mean, it's a bit the same as they have with the press for a long time. They've gone on about the white press and the white news editors and so on, whereas most editors have been black for quite a long time now. And in the same way, they want to see the DA as a white party, although it's quite clear from the last results that a majority of the DA's vote came from outside the white community. So that hasn't actually been true for quite a while now. But they will keep on saying it as much as possible, and no doubt they'll harp on the fact that he's got a white wife. I mean, this is simply the card they will play, and you can expect them to do so. I mean, I think the ANC will go on, as it were, fighting apartheid and fighting white this and white that for as long as they're there.
Do you think comments like this open them up to scrutiny, or do you think we have just been accustomed to hearing these kinds of comments from the party?
Oh, I think so. It's water off a duck's back, you know. No one with any sense can pay any attention to that, really.
Yeah.
It's just what you expect to hear.
Now, do you think Zuma's become bigger than the ANC, in a sense that the members would rather defend him than have him face some of the allegations made against him?
No, I don't think that. I think the ANC is the entity that matters here, rather than any individual person. But it has, if you like, a chiefly reflex, so that if its leader is under threat, it will rally round that leader very strongly, whatever the reason. Thus, for example, when Mbeki was president and he was coming out with completely mad things about AIDS, nobody in the party or the cabinet said a word of criticism. They all defended Mbeki, even though they knew it was mad. And in the same way, of course, Nkandla is deeply embarrassing to them, but they will defend it as if they believe in it. And I think it's just, if you like, a chiefly reflex. They're used to having a chief at the head of their movement, and that's what you do for the chief. You know?
Do you foresee this culture, this chiefly reflex, changing, or is that
not on its own? Not on its own. But you see, what I see changing is that if we have an IMF bailout, which would be preceded by us moving down to junk bond status, first of all, a credit rating below triple B, that once that happens, then I think you see what is bound to happen then is an IMF loan will have conditionalities which will include liberalization of the labour market, which would of course destroy both COSATU and the SACP, so they're bound to fight it, and probably privatization, cutting back on the public sector pay bill, probably on the number of public servants. All of these things are politically dynamite. And I think that at that point there will be enormous pressure for a split in the ANC, because some of them are going to say never, 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 we'll never accept those terms, and others will simply say we have no alternative. And I think that is the moment of truth to which we are moving.